Okay, it was all going so well, and then I realised I wasn't recording. Summer in the city. It was freaking amazing. I had such a good time. I met so many lovely, beautiful people. I'm going to quickly get the negatives out of the way so I can concentrate on the brilliant, happy times without disruption, okay? Main aim of me really going to London, to Summer in the City, was to have a conversation with Phil Lester because he inspires me. I just wanted to tell him that I admire him, and if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be making videos or be at the gathering with all my lovely YouTubey friends. I've been watching him for 5 years, since Phil's video blog in 2009. It was black and white, filmed on his webcam. All I wanted to do was have a conversation with him and just generally chat because he's such an amazing person. No pun intended. I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to meet him. I saw him a lot of times, but I couldn't get near him because of the mass of 12-year-old screaming girls. I also couldn't get near him because he was hiding in different rooms, hiding from the 12-year-old screaming girl. And thirdly, because the security guards seemed to hate me, and there was one there was just one time where I could have gone and spoke to him, and there was literally like a queue of 4 people, so I thought, oh my god, here's my chance to go and talk to Phil. And then I went to the queue and this big burly security guard was like, no, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just going to talk to Phil. And then he was like, well, you can't, it's after 8 o'clock, you can't queue up. And I was like, do you think I care what time it is? I've tried to talk to Phil all day, you're not stopping me. And he was like, yeah, I am. And I was like, oh my god, seriously, I've come from North Wales to meet Phil Lester and you're not letting me? And he was like, oh, there's nothing I can do. And I was like, do you know you're crushing my dreams right now? I got really upset about it. And yeah, I just broke my computer. Yeah, so that was relatively annoying. So yeah, I didn't get to meet Philip. Sort of put a downer on my whole weekend. At one point I even queued up with the fangirls, much to my dislike. I just wanted to talk to him, and I wanted him to realise that I wasn't just there to lick his face and shout about life. I genuinely wanted to chat. Moving on though, the rest of it was amazing, though I would have liked it to be outside all the time. I perfectly understand why it had to be inside due to the mass of people that turned up and how it needed to be controlled. So I know it's not the organisers' fault for that, but it was like just so hot, and I felt the vibe was more relaxed and you could go and talk to more people and get involved with games and conversations and groups when you're outside rather than inside, because it felt more like intense and purely to meet celebrities inside. But I know that wasn't anyone's fault, so I appreciate that. So, negatives aside, wow, Summer in the City was amazing. I cannot wait to go next year. I met old friends, I met new friends, I met people whose videos I watched, people who inspire me. I watched performances, I danced a lot, cha-cha slide, Macarena, every day I'm shuffling. I danced a lot and I took a lot of photos. What I love about YouTube is everyone likes hugs, so that's always nice because I like hugs. Every time I saw anyone with any form of free hugs sign, I was like, just jumped on them. Not in a rapey way, I just jumped on them in a huggy way. My favourite moment were finding a rubber duck in the ball pit and winning this t-shirt, which I got signed. Finally meeting Raphael and him writing about zebras on my shirt. Speaking to Stephen Byrne because he's so freaking lovely and chatty and friendly and beautifully Irish. No, he was such a nice man and I really enjoyed speaking to him. And like him and Raphael, like the only ones that have tweeted me back when I've tweeted them photos of me and them, and like they replied straight away. And I loved his hat. He told me he made it himself. It was amazing. Reminded me of Lady Gaga. And he even felt sorry for me when I told him about my unlucky queue experiences waiting for Phil. Another amazing surreal moment was raving to Mr. Weevil's badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. But I was doing that next to Tom Milsom. I didn't like make a big deal of it, like, Tom Milsom. I just raved because everyone was raving, it was fun. But it's just the fact that Tom Milsom was there in his amazing trousers, like raving next to him to a song that I've known like since my childhood. It was just surreal. Doing the Macarena in shorts and no shoes in a thunderstorm on the Sunday, just because YOLO. Saturday night with Sarah, Kyle, Romley and Jason. That was weird. But that was good too. Finally meeting Ellie after 1.5 years of talking to her on the internet and watching her videos. Oh, she was lovely. We have photos and there's probably loads more, but I can't think of them at the moment because I'm like overwhelmed. Anyway, if I got any decent footage of the weekend, I will put it here, and my photos, because they're amazing. I keep saying amazing, let's think of a new adjective. Fantastic. Oh, and here's my t-shirt that how dramatic. Here's my t-shirt that I won. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. But I was like, don't write anything rude because I want it to go on my wall and my mum will see. So no one did until Andrew Bond from Victoria Sponge decides to get involved and writes a naughty word on my t-shirt. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks for the organising in it. Organising? That's not a word. Thanks for organising it. It was amazing. Bye.
This war is cold and silent. Our love has turned to violence. You got 3 years to die for something. You got 3 years to live for something. This war is warm and vibrant. Our love has turned to silence. You've got 2 months to tell him something. You've got 2 months to tell him something. And if you love him, let him know. Or if you leave him, tell him so. Or you will break his heart in two. This war is cold and silent. Our love has turned to violence. You got 3 years to die for something. You got 3 years to live for something. This war is warm and vibrant. Our love has turned to silence. You've got 2 months to tell him something. You've got 2 months to tell him something. And if you love him, let him know. Or if you leave him, tell him so. Or you will break his heart in two. And if you love him, let him know. Or if you leave him, tell him so. Or you will break his heart in two.
Let's throw an egg in Lauren's hair.
I like in birthdays. Getting older is exciting when you're just a kid. Now they're just reminders of all the things I haven't yet achieved. And it's not that life's unpleasant. I've got so much to be thankful for. But still I can't stop thinking that I never want to grow up.
We're not the same, and now I guess you're my ex. No one is to blame when we have break-up sex. Now I'm driving through the rain after leaving your place. Still a taste of your lips linger, but gone are the feelings. No sense of meaning. I'm wondering why I'm not that sad to believe in, but still it hurts bad to be letting you go, to wake up alone. But I want you to know that you're just a memory now, but I miss your kiss, your taste. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger, and I feel so